all the other things you are. You combine people, you react on the daily life and daily history of your beautiful country, South Africa, with all its difficult phases, the turmoil you went through, its victories, the triumphs you had, and the way you do that is mesmerizing, I have to say so. Thank you for addressing me at that time 3 years ago with this beautiful question, and I'm very curious about what you're going to bring to us. So thank you to Lisa Edmonds.
I'm standing here representing bloodlines that aren't present here this evening, so please forgive me if we get emotional on stage. We've placed some of our ancestors here for you this evening just to ground us in the space. As Martine mentioned, the walls have had lives, the floors have had lives, and so these portraits around, they're all connected to each of the men that you're going to see on stage, and it's very intentional that we do that, just so that we can stay rooted while we share our magic with you. Before we begin, I just want to mention that very recently the King in the Netherlands has made a few apologies about slavery, and that has touched us very deeply in South Africa, because we are now in the stage of what do we do? And this project was initiated by my research, because I'm trying to uncover methods and ways of how we can approach these repetitive workshops, repetitive care for one another. And one thing I want to speak about is this idea of sonic repatriation, right? So if we are going to ask for things back, we need to know how to give things back ourselves. You don't ask for something you don't know what to do yourself with, right? So this is a model, this is a decolonial model that I'm trying to test out in these spaces in the Netherlands. So we're not going to ask for reparation until we understand what that feels like. And so the Netherlands lied is the perfect way to model this. It's your songs, they're not ours. They belong to you. We've added the spice, we've kept them safe for 500 years. The choirs back home have been nurturing them for centuries. Sometimes we change them, sometimes we don't. But we brought them back to you, and sometimes when you bring things back that you haven't seen in a long time, it doesn't feel like yours anymore. It can be awkward, it can bring up immense emotion. You can have the feeling of rejection, you can get angry, you can fall in love. So just be aware that all of that is here this evening, and it's very present because it's been intentional to model this repatriation with you. And our hope and our prayer is that we can, with these modelings, we can find a way to find one another again, and that our lost relations can come back home, both for you and for us. And that peace and equity is something that we can not just imagine for the future, but we can try and trial through leading and being an example. I think South Africa is always the global example in some way or another, and so it's no different